Hey guys, what's up? It's Bailey back with another daily video. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, we want to talk about it. Well, I know you saw the title, so I'm just gonna get right to it today. I'm gonna be doing my makeup with a bunch of new Charlotte Tilbury stuff that I found. I'm really loving the whole weightless summer type of vibe. Also, if you hear noises in the background, it's my little sister. She's very noisy when she stays home from school. I just went to school. She's a little sick, that's all right. The first thing that I'm gonna get started with is my brows. Now I did get eyelash extensions. They are new, they are fun and fresh. She's falling out. I just have to comb them every day. Also, thinking about getting a bunch of tattoos. My grandmother, bless her heart, totally against it. Mama, if you're watching, I love you, Mama. But yeah, she doesn't want me to get them. She says, no, no, no. But I'm interested in getting them. I'm talking to an artist right now in Miami, so hopefully that goes well. I'm just gonna go ahead and part my hair down the middle. I'm not doing my hair for this video. I am clipping her back. The first thing I'm gonna do is brows. As always, if you want a brow tutorial, still do my brows the same exact way as I showed you in the brows tutorial. So we're gonna go ahead and skip past the brows and just get to the foundation. Get to the point, because I know why you're here. I'm still rambling, okay? Let's move on. Okay, so brows are on. I'm really excited. I've been using these products for a hot minute, and the first thing I'm gonna go in with, I actually haven't been using any primer, just sunscreen. Just the CeraVe Sunscreen Daily SPF. This Magic Away Liquid Concealer is by Charlotte Tilbury, however you say it. And this is in the shade 3 Fair. I got it really light because I like how spongy it is. It looks very different. And it's like a little twisty top. So you twist it and product comes out of the top, like so. Can you see? A little old-fashioned YouTuber status. And I'm just gonna go ahead and dab a little bit on my inner corners. I've really been loving the whole like no makeup look, if that makes any sense. To where I have some on my eye, and I'll even drag it out now up to my temple for a lift, for that snatch-faced look. You'll see when I blend it in what I'm talking about. You'll see once I blend it out what everything looks like. I'm just using this Jaclyn Hill brush. This is a Jaclyn Hill, I think it's JH08. Sorry, not 208. Okay, you already noticed a difference on this half of my face. Yes, there's concealer, it looks brightening, but also how there's brightness at the top here. I really feel like it pulls this side of the face rather than this side of the face. That's a tip I've been using recently. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side. I really haven't been into foundation, you guys, like in forever. And if I'm looking behind you and it's annoying you, it's because there's a mirror, okay? I apologize. But yeah, I haven't really been into thick or heavy foundations. I really feel like the wave this year, especially for summer and makeup, is things that look very natural, like almost like a glow from within. We really, I think, as a community of makeup, stepped away from that heavy, super heavy, cakey, everyday makeup kind of vibe. Even though, if you catch me outside, sometimes I still look like that. Okay, so both sides are done. Beautiful, it's really pretty. I find that throughout my day, it doesn't get oily, it doesn't separate, and it doesn't crease, which is really important in concealer because she's like the star of the show. I'm not wearing foundation, so she's the only thing keeping it together. And I've been wearing it with a mask and everything. Like, you know, sometimes when you breathe in a mask and like your air hits like the top of your face, it can dry a lot of the makeup product out underneath your eyes. This concealer really doesn't do that. I forgot how much it is, but yeah, shade number 3, amazing. I really love it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with powder, just with a baby beauty blender that's dry. This is a Real Technique sponge, I think. And I'm gonna go on the inner corner and press the powder in, just like stop and go motions. Just the corners. I'm not really worried about the rest of my face down here because there's gonna be a lot of liquids. But I find that when I do this, she really doesn't crease throughout the day. Now that all of it has been set, I'm gonna take the next product. This is the Hollywood Contour Wand, Easy Contour Wand. This is in medium deep. That's not a thing anymore, I don't think. This did not match the thing at Sephora. He's like, look at you, lucky one, like the last one. I think they redid their packaging a little. This is their old light to medium. So I've been taking this Fenty brush by Rihanna. This is just the 110 foundation brush. I only use it for liquid bronzer because I paint it with this small thing. Oh God. I paint the brush with the bronzer. I dotted it on my face and I did not love it. So I just do that. See how dark it got? I didn't love it because when I dotted it, there were streaks. And with the brush, it almost gives that airbrushed look. I start at my forehead, of course, because I have dark hair. So I just kind of blend anything that's dark back into the root. But notice how I'm pushing away from the face. I never want to drag anything inwards or down. It's gonna make your face look droopy or really round, and that's just not what I'm going for. Put a little bit more on there, going to the other side of the temple. It looks very airbrushed. If you've ever gotten your makeup airbrushed before, it's very, very nice. It looks just like this. Okay, the top is done. Now I'm gonna show you a difference between sides of what it looks like as a contour. Also, this is a really cool invention, I think. You can twist it. So when you twist the bottle, you squeeze and product comes out on the top, and then you close it. And like that's enough product for you. I haven't, gotten the whole thing dark yet. Some people's sponges are completely covered in the color. Mine's still white at the bottom, because I'd be scared. So this is what I've been doing. I've been taking all of that color and pressing and dragging up. I know, don't get scared. Don't get scared. These are like very water-based, I would say. So any small thing, like too much product, just looks like hardly any, if that makes any sense. It blends really nicely into the skin. And I'm going up, never use a dragging motion. Never drag down, always go up. And that's the different sides of my face. If you ever do feel like your brush is getting too loaded, just take a damp beauty blender and blend her out. Okay, and then I take whatever's left on the brush, any remainder, because it's a liquid, so I know it's still in there, and I kind of pinch the brush a little bit, and I just go down the sides of my nose, just like that. Not too much. Sometimes you can connect it to the brow like this, and that shadow will give you a slimmer nose. We still have to contour her with powder though. Another cool thing that I like to do with this is where I use the stick. You'll notice, see my chin? It's a normal chin. Everybody has normal chins, I know. I'm not like, I don't need to be like, whatever. But with this, I can be, okay? So I just take this, and I drag it all around my chin. Just like that. Yes, it's very dark, it's very scary. But don't be scared. Just blend her in. I blend back and down. But make sure it really gets blended in there. So it looks like more like a shadow and not like you stained your face, because that will not be cute. And now you already see the difference. Just looks like a shadow. And especially when you're in the sun, it doesn't really look like you have makeup down there. It just looks like you have a nice jawline, which is what I love about this product. I'm pushing all the product down the rest of my neck so it can be tan and match just as pretty. Whoa, okay, I apologize if the angles look different a little bit or something right now, but my SD card was full, so I had to empty it and I had to come back, and I already did the blush on this side. She's beautiful. And then this one, she has none. So let's go ahead and add it. I'm gonna show you what I do. I just go ahead and squeeze some, just a little bit, and put it on the high points of my cheeks, and you can't really see it. I was supposed to get the pink one, not the peach one, but usually peach looks really good on my skin. You can see the line, taking a wet beauty blender. I'm just blending it out. It acts as a highlighter and a blush, which I really love. And this one I just blend back and forth. Sometimes I don't mind when blush gets towards the front. I like to look like I have rosy cheeks. And that's it for literally all of the Charlotte Tilbury stuff. But now we're gonna go back in and set everything with powder. So the first thing I do is loosely go over everything with bronzer. Because the Charlotte Tilbury one is so dark, I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Why did I forget the name of that? That was a little embarrassing. She's a staple in the makeup community. I'm just gonna hit those high points, set everything. I'm also gonna take a little brush just for some fun, swirl it around in my bronzer and put it on my eyelid. noticed when you do this, it kind of ties everything together and it makes your eyes look like you have some depth versus just leaving it plain. You can leave it plain though if you want to. Now I'm taking a bigger Real Technique sponge. Yes, it's dirty. I don't care. No shame here, okay? And I'm gonna line, I'm baking, okay? I'm lining from my smile line to the top of my ear. So it should be one direct line. Now, everyone's different. So how you do the front of your cheeks will depend on what kind of face shape you have. I've noticed that baking isn't always gonna look the same. And I'm okay with that. Put it on my chin and some on my forehead. I'm gonna do the front. So this is how I do the front. If your face is similar to mine and you kind of have a, what would you call it? A round face? I don't know. Cheeky. I'm gonna call it cheeky because I have little apples. I'm gonna smile and help cup them. Just like that. And then I'll clean it later. And I look like Santa or a gangster, whichever one you want to pick, but it works. And when you smile and you have makeup on, you'll notice that everything's cohesive and it doesn't look like anything's being dragged down or being made bigger than it should be. I'm gonna go back in with the small little Real Technique sponge, the baby one. Also, if you hear a lot of creaking, it's my chair, guys. I apologize. I'm just gonna take that lined side and go down the sides, just like that. I also sweep under the nose like this, and whatever's left over, I go across the top. Try my best to go in like a little hook shake. Since my eyelashes are already done and I have to wait for the baking, something that I've been doing is taking a precision brush, like a flat top precision brush, just like this. This is the Jaclyn Hill JH43. Also, if you want to know what brushes I use and I didn't name it in the video, leave a comment. I will absolutely check them and respond to you and tell you which brushes I used if you want to buy them. But I also take a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to be taking a darker bronzer, actually. I'm going to be taking a darker stick liquid bronzer. This is the Trestique. Someone teach me how to speak French, okay? Cheek stick in Brazilian bronze. And I'm going to take my little flat top brush and just stroke it on the top and go underneath my eyes. I really like how this contours the eye, makes it look like almond eyes. I also want to know, I usually do my makeup with a white shirt on because white is a true color and it's actually going to show you exactly what your foundation is going to look like no matter what color you're wearing. So if you do your foundation in a black shirt and then you change into like a white dress and you're like, whoa, my face looks awful, it's because you were doing your makeup with a shadowed dark shirt, is what I like to believe. There's probably more, research and science on that. But from my understanding, what I learned in school, you should probably always start with a white shirt. Just a little tip. Okay, now it is time to do blush, which is my favorite part. This is the MAC Like Me Love Me blush. It's my favorite blush, okay? Let me have a moment with her. Okay, she's a good blush. All right, so I'm gonna take some on this just regular Ulta blush brush. There's no number for her. And go up the cheeks. Now she's strong, okay? She's not holding back. But I kind of like that. Without trying to touch any of the powder, and just putting some on the tip of my nose, the forehead, and dust away some of the powder with this color on the chin so everything looks cohesive. Don't overdo the blush on the chin. It can make your chin very prominent. That's something that I've learned. Dusting off the powder with whatever's left over on the blush brush on your chin is gonna make everything look soft and together. You never want there to be a section of your face where there's makeup and then no makeup and then makeup. It looks choppy. So for good fluidity, try your best to just lay low on the blush on the forehead and the chin. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep away all this excess powder. I'm brushing in circular motions up. I notice this kind of blends these two sections together, even though some people are like,
why would you want that?
You shouldn't want that, but I can't help it. Okay, so the next step is highlighter. Now highlighter, a good highlighter I use is the color Amped by Jaclyn Hill. It's the Peach Tone Highlight. It's her loose highlighter. Her loose highlighters are gorgeous. I've said it once, I'll say it again. They're like the prettiest things ever. I'll show you. I look like a little glazed donut. Who doesn't want to look like that? Especially like this makeup that I'm doing right now in the sun is gonna look so good. A reason why I don't really do makeup sometimes and wear it as much as I should, or as much as I'd like to, is because I'm afraid I'll be standing in the sun and everyone will just see my makeup in the sun and not like my face. I've always wanted to have that desirable, like, is she even wearing makeup? Like, she's so pretty type of look. And I really feel like the Charlotte Tilbury products do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with some setting spray. I want something dewy because my skin's dry because I had a sunburn. So this is the Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist by Morphe. It's the strawberry scented one. I'm just gonna give myself a spritz far away. And I'm gonna give myself a little bit of Evian facial spray. It's just water basically. But I noticed that when you do this and you sweat, your skin's kind of already used to the moisture, so the makeup doesn't really react as much. This is a good tip for masks too. Really far away for this one. The face is done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the lips. And if you ever have any excess moisture, just take a wet beauty blender and go over the skin very softly. Don't mess up any of the work you already did. There is a certain combination I have been trying. And I will tell you something, it is magnificent. So I'm gonna use the Morphe lip liner in Makeup Talk, and I'm just gonna line my lips. Maybe I'll do a lip tutorial. I think it was my mom. Someone in my family didn't know what lip contouring was. It's a real thing, okay? Lip contouring, I can teach you guys how to do that. That'd be like a 5-second video, so I could totally leave a tutorial for you guys. But I'm just gonna go ahead and outline my lips. Okay, and after my lips are lined, I think this color is gorgeous. I got it for Christmas from my dad. Shout out to Fadre. And then I also got this for Christmas for my mom and dad. It's a Louis Vuitton lipstick. She got her red bottom cap. She's so cute. Don't have a number or a name. Just kidding. 215M is the color I'm using. And it goes on just like that. It's so pretty. I love this color. And then I'm gonna take the Dose of Colors. Hey girl, I think this is from Desi. Yeah, Desi and Katie collection, a long time ago. And I'm gonna hit the middle of my lips. And I don't usually blend it out. I usually just keep talking throughout the day and it blends. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and let my hair down. And I'm gonna change and I'll be right back with my final thoughts and my final look. Alright you guys, well I changed and this is what I chose to wear. Just some gold hoops, gold jewelry, a white shirt. I like the sleeves on it. It kind of makes me feel like, you know, the Wicked Witch of the West. Just kidding. And a big hat. So that's it for this tutorial, for this video. If you guys want to see more simple tutorials, let me know. I kind of want to start posting every day again. I really enjoy doing makeup and doing this with you guys. And if you did this along with me, you look beautiful. And thank you so much for supporting me, you guys. I'm almost at 200 subscribers, I think, which is pretty crazy. Can't believe that 200 of you follow me on here. But yeah. I really enjoyed the way all of the products sat on my face. I've had it on for about 30 minutes now, and I really love the Charlotte Tilbury stuff. If you guys are in the market for something fun, something a little new, I would definitely recommend this Charlotte Tilbury makeup. And let me know if you like it. DM me on Instagram, follow me on the socials, subscribe if you want to. And yeah, as always, God bless you and have a good one. Peace.